Welcome back to the Gardening with Joe and Holly radio show. Time for your questions, our answers. You've got one. You can send it on over via email, gardentalkradio@gmail.com. That's gardentalkradio@gmail.com. If you'd like to talk to us directly, you can do that as well. 1-800-927-SHOW. Toll free coast to coast. 1-800-927-7469. We'll see how many we can get through to the top of the hour, Holly.
I have an overwhelming amount of cherry tomatoes. Can you can them or have any other suggestions?
Well, you can can them, correct on that?
You can can them. You have to peel them, so
may not be as much fun as you once thought.
No, but if you have like a food mill, you can put them through that, and then you can make like a tomato soup, sauce, whatever. So that is an option. You can throw them in with like your other tomatoes if you are going to can them. Another thing is you can dehydrate them.
Oh yeah, dehydrate. Now, if you've never dehydrated, listen up here. I got a little secret for you. If you've never dehydrated tomatoes and you've only ate fresh tomatoes, dehydrate some tomatoes, whether with a dehydrator or in your oven. It's like sweet pieces of candy that's healthy for you. It is very, very. You think a homegrown tomato tastes good? You wait until you dehydrate that homegrown tomato. Even better.
It's very good. I agree.
Even better. We're going to dehydrate. We went through 8 trays. We're going to do another 8 trays just because. And the cherry ones work.
We didn't go through 8 trays, did we?
Yeah, we are. They're not counting, neither are we. But it was even. And we tried a green tomato. And it tastes just as good dehydrated as the ripe tomatoes did.
Right.
Interesting.
What do we do with this green tomato? Dehydrate it.
Yep. You definitely, if you're not dehydrating tomatoes, you're missing out on something. You should at least try it once. And get the T-shirt, and you will be happy that you did such.
The T-shirt.
The T-shirt. Did it, done it, got a T-shirt. You know that? All right, next question. I saw that you have used pine needles in some of your videos and photographs, and they are brown and very dry. I have a huge evergreen tree, and I would like to use my free needles as mulch. Can I use them as they are green, that they've come off the tree, by putting them around certain beds and roses primarily? Is that okay? Can you do that?
Yeah, you can. I don't see why you couldn't.
They're going to dry very quickly once they come off the tree anyway. The myth is that pine needles will make your soil acidic. Now, true, the pine needles on the tree are extremely acidic. But once they are put down on the ground or mixed in your compost pile, about 10% of the total volume, so there's not, because it takes a while for these things to break down. By the time they get to a soil consistency, the pH level has neutralized. So it doesn't affect your soil pH level at all. It will take a couple of years to break down, but you're totally fine. You don't have to worry about it. It's not going to mess your soil up. So there you go. Is that okay? You seem...
No, that's fine.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine. So the next question is I want to get a watering can as they are on sale right now. What recommendations do you have? Material, spout. Thank you. I would say one is make sure that you think about the size. If you buy a huge watering can and you can't lift it with the water in it, then you might want to take more trips and go smaller. Because
they've got like half gallon, gallon and a half, 2.5 gallons, and there's probably larger than 2.5 gallon units.
Right.
But there are, you don't want to overwhelm yourself.
Right. Another thing is if it's something that you are like, this watering can is pretty, I like it, it makes me feel good, then, if you like the aesthetic,
right,
I would say go for that. We like metal watering cans.
With the exception that the spout would be removed, that the spout can be removed.
Yes.
The watering can, the metal one we had, the spout cannot be removed, and it gets clogged all the time. So get one that you can unscrew that spout and clean it out. Or if you can get one that has multiple different shower capability, like a little dial, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But also the key is, don't leave it outside all the time. Plastic or metal. It doesn't work very well. And, like you said, a small one's okay. A small is really a large with a little extra walking.
Right. I didn't know you were so passionate about watering cans.
Well, it's the lifeblood of our garden. You got to, yeah.
I know.
But I mean, so hopefully that will help you make a decision that's best for you. Size, material, make sure you can lift it, and then make sure you have a spout that is removable so you can clean out that very easily. So there you go. We got time for one more, Holly.
My friend Gary asked me, he said, I saw your very successful garlic. I was not so successful this year. He lives on the other side of the state.
Of
He wants to
Wisconsin.
know, Wisconsin. He wants to know when to plant his garlic, and then also any varieties that we recommend for flavor.
Spanish Roja is a great flavor to have. And then you plant it the first Saturday in the northern areas of the United States, the first Saturday in October, and you get it established, roots established before the first frost. You'll get a little bit of top growth on that plant, but it'll be fine. So Spanish Roja and about 2 to 4 inches deep, and you'll be just fine. Hey there, gardeners. Thanks for checking out this segment of the Gardening with Joey and Holly radio show. If you like what you've seen, you can search through the channel and find full in-studio videos of the entire show. If you want to go another route, you can search for it on your favorite podcast platform by searching the Wisconsin Vegetable Gardener radio show or the Gardening with Joey and Holly radio show, and you can download it and take it with you. You can check out all past seasons at our website, thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com, under the radio tabs at the top of the page. We thank you for joining us. We hope you've learned and enjoyed the show, the segment, and we'll see you next time.